It was seventh grade. I'm standing in front of my choir class auditioning for a solo. I'm nervous, but I'm excited because I am passionate about music. I sing my heart out and I feel great about it. And my classmates smile and nod, and the teacher, she smiled too, walks over and gently touches my forearm and says, "Your voice is changing." And I thought it was odd, but I was like, "Oh, it didn't seem to be negative." So I took it as a compliment, sat down feeling pretty good about myself. Others went up there, and then my friend goes up there, and he sang. It was bad, really bad. And I couldn't even pretend to say nice things when he came back. But the teacher gave him the same smile, same gentle touch on the forearm, same exact words. "Your voice is changing." And that's when it hit me. That was her polite way of saying, "You cannot sing." My passion for music didn't match my skill set. And that day in seventh grade taught me something that most entrepreneurs learn the expensive way. Passion alone won't pay your bills. I'm Brian Hill. I've owned multiple businesses for over 20 years, and in that time, I've watched countless people chase their passion. Many of them right into bankruptcy or to frustration because no one told them the truth. So let me tell you what everyone's afraid to say about following your passion. This is chapter 14, The Traffic You Will Encounter. It's from my book, Business is a Journey, Not a Destination, and this journey is your life. So traffic will be encountered in your journey. It's not ideal, but it's normal. Work around it when possible. Endure it patiently when it comes upon you. And it's helpful to face the traffic when you're passionate about it. Passion is not always there in your work, maybe especially at the beginning or in all the tasks. But passion is necessary to help you energize you, to help you push on when it gets tough, because it will get tough. And there's a lot of talk today about chasing your passion, not letting anyone discourage you from pursuing your passion. And I believe that one should chase their passion, but do not forget the reality of life. Some passions are remarkably hard to make a living at. For the most part, those who do make a living at it, in those tough industries, did have some lucky breaks. They worked their tails off for many years without being noticed, probably lived in environments that many of us wouldn't do just so they could survive. Some sold everything, some slept in their cars. And, so are you really that passionate? The interesting thing is that most believe that if I'm passionate about something, it should come easy. I should not have to work as hard or even sharpen my craft. Success should be handed to me, because of the passion that I have. Of course, no one verbally says this out loud, but you see it in their actions. And as you know, this is far from the truth. Think of all the college football players who want to be in the NFL. Maybe 1% of them make it. And the ones who do make it, how many of them get to play after making it? So, music has always been a passion of mine, though I have no skill in this area. I'll sing along with every radio song out there. I even have the useless ability to remember the lyrics for most any song out there. And there was a day in seventh grade that I realized that maybe I do not have what it takes to go to Nashville to be a country singer. I was in the junior high choir. I auditioned for a solo part, and I felt that I did a good job. Everyone said that I sang great. My teacher smiled and extended her hand to my forearm, and she said, "Your voice is changing." And I remember looking back on that, I was like, well, that was weird. Why she say that? But she was smiling, and it wasn't negative. So I took it as I did good, and I returned to my seat cheerfully. Others went up there to audition, and then later one of my friends went up there, and he sang his heart out. And it was bad, equivalent to cats being strangled or fingernails across the chalkboard. It was bad. I couldn't even fake it when he came back and pretend to say you did a good job. It was that bad. And before he left the front, the teacher gave the same smile, extended her hand to his forearm, and said the exact dang words, "Your voice is changing." Then it hit me. That little saying was a polite way of saying you cannot sing. And that was the day that I realized that my passion did not match my skill set. Now, do not get me wrong, with, lots of work, I could have, I recently found this out that I could have developed my ability to carry a tune to overcome my tone deafness. But, I discovered there at that audition, I didn't have the natural talent in singing. And that's what I thought it took to be successful. Natural born talent is a nice advantage, but if a person is not passionate about it or does not have the desire to sharpen his skills, it would only take them so far. And all of us have seen someone with just stupid amount of natural born talent, but they do not use it. They don't sharpen it. But, one with zero natural born talent could easily excel beyond one with natural born talent and, really become successful just by the grit of his work and the passion that he or she has for it. Everyone should be encouraged to chase their passion, but only after honestly evaluating yourself and that passion. Do you have the skill set that matches your passion? If not, develop it. Develop the needed skills. Sharpen your skills daily. Practice, read, find a mentor, find better ways to do it. Can you make a living off your passion? If not, how can you make your passion profitable? It might not be possible, especially maybe this point in your life to live off your passion. But, cheerfully continue to work at the job that pays you, pays the bills, but, keep doing what you're passionate about. Share your passion with others. They're in the evenings and weekends. Do it for free. Do it when no one appreciates it. Do it for the love of it until you can make it profitable. Do you have the work ethic to back your passion? Anything great is hard. The fulfillment of your passion is not going to happen overnight. Are you willing to work hard despite difficulties? There'll be many late nights and early mornings in the pursuit of this passion. Many will try to discourage you from working hard towards your passion. But keep working and moving towards your passion. So go ahead, pursue your passion. Just remember that passion is not a substitute for hard work. Continue to sharpen your craft daily because success will not be handed to you. You must passionately chase after it and get the success yourself. It is tough out there because, all the competition or traffic out there. The traffic will clear. Success will one day be yours if you continually chase after your passion. But as you do that, sharpen your skills daily. So here's what I need you to understand. I'm not telling you to give up on your passion. I'm telling you to be honest about it. That seventh grade audition taught me that my passion for music didn't match my skill set. And you know what? I could have developed those skills knowing what I know now, with years of vocal training, practice, and work. I could have overcome my tone deafness. But I guess I didn't want it that bad. I guess I didn't really want to go to Nashville to be that country singer like I thought. And that's okay because I found other passions where my skill set did match or where I was willing to do the work to develop those skills that I needed. So 3 things you need to do right now. First, answer these 3 questions honestly. Do you have the skill set that matches your passion? If not, are you willing to develop it? Can you make a living off your passion? If not, how can you make it profitable? Do you have the work ethic to back your passion when it gets hard? Second, stop waiting for success to be handed to you just because you think you're passionate. Nobody cares about your passion. No one but you. They care about the value you provide. So sharpen your skills daily. Read, find mentors, practice when nobody's watching. And third, understand the traffic. Only, the competition is real. Only 1% of college football players make it to the NFL. Only a fraction of passionate musicians make a living at it. The traffic is thick, but it clears for those who combine passion with skill development, with work ethic, and even profitable strategy. So if you truly love something, work at a job that pays your bills, then pursue that passion in the evenings and the weekends. Do it for free. Do it when no one appreciates it. Do it for the love of it. And if you're willing to work that hard and develop those skills, eventually you'll make it profitable. But passion without skills is just an expensive hobby, and hobbies don't pay mortgages. This is chapter 14 of Business is a Journey, Not a Destination, and this journey is your life. The full book dives deeper into how to face the traffic, develop your skills, turn passion into sustainable business. If this gave you permission to be honest about your passion, or maybe the kick in the pants you need to get out there and develop the skills to back it, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll be releasing more business content right here. I'm Brian Hill. Your passion matters, but your skills, your work ethic, and your strategies matter also. And really, they matter more. Develop them all, and eventually the traffic will clear. Next chapter, we're going to talk about things that you'll see. How to scratch around for opportunities like a chicken in a barnyard. Thanks for watching.